Hello everybody, welcome. If you are watching this, you are watching the replay or you are watching on my YouTube channel. My name is Valerie, I'm an independent paparazzi consultant. I am a director with Paparazzi Accessories. I am Life of the Party Silver, on track to Life of the Party Gold, and I have been with Paparazzi Accessories for almost 2 years now. And today I want to talk to you about the benefits of hosting parties and how hosting parties can help you grow your paparazzi business. So first things first, if you're watching me on my YouTube channel, you definitely want to hit the subscribe button so that way you can follow all of my tips and tricks of how to make paparazzi accessories work for you. If you are curious about paparazzi accessories but not yet have joined a team, I would love for you to reach out to me and I can give you some more information about the paparazzi opportunity. But let's go ahead and get started on talking about how to use hostess parties to grow your paparazzi business. So before we start, I'm just going to share this out with my team and just give them an opportunity to hop in. Awesome. All right, you guys, if you are watching, hello, welcome. I'm going to be talking about hostess parties. How can hostess parties grow your paparazzi business? So the first thing about Paparazzi Accessories is we are a network marketing company. Our whole way of advertising and growing our business is through networking, and networking is meeting new people, right? One of the main things that I get with people who have quit Paparazzi Accessories is they've told me that they have no one to sell to. I can't sell to anybody, you know, my friends and family can only buy so much, and then after that they don't want to buy anymore. I completely agree. Your friends and family are going to support you at the very beginning because you're starting a new business and they love you, but after a while they're going to stop shopping from you. And they may buy a few pieces here and there, but the way to keep a business running is to network and to reach as many people as possible. If your typical Fortune 500 company opened up and their goal was to only sell to friends and family, they would not be around for very long, right? They would probably close doors or go out of business very quickly. Keeping a business up and running and successful is all about new customers, new eyes, and building your customer base. You're going to have those repeat customers. You're going to have those customers that stay loyal to you for a very long time. And some of those customers may likely be your friends and family, but eventually everybody's going to tap out. Eventually they may tap out and they may not buy for a while, and then they may come back. But what's going to happen to your business when they're in that little spending freeze and they don't want to shop right now because they are tapped out? You have to constantly have flow going in, so you're turning your inventory, turning your pieces, and making money. And how you do that is networking, and how you network is by hosting parties. So the first thing you want to do is you want to utilize your friends and family when you start your business. So if you start your Paparazzi Accessories business and you're trying to figure out who to sell to, you are going to utilize your friends and family. Sorry, my hands are a little dry. What you're going to do is you're going to reach out to all of your friends and family. You're going to announce that you sell Paparazzi Accessories. You're going to say how excited you are, and then you're going to ask them for a favor. Can you please give me access to your friends and family, your coworkers, your neighbors, your mom friends, your, Little League coaches, your dentist, your doctor, all the people that you are that's in your social circle. Can I have access to those people? I need to network my business. Can I host a party? Can you host a party with me? And in return, you'll get free jewelry out of it. And it's such a great deal. So, and usually your friends and family will say yes because they want to help you. So how it works is for every 10 pieces that you sell, you will give them a free piece. You can give them hostess rewards that you get from placing orders, or you can give them a choice to pick jewelry from your inventory that you have. So as a paparazzi consultant, for every 10 pieces that you purchase from the back office, you get a piece for free. You can save all of those pieces and they start piling up, and you can use those as hostess rewards for people who are hosting parties for you. I usually give my girls a piece just for hosting, and then for every 10 pieces that are claimed in their party, they get an additional free piece of jewelry. My inventory is established, so I let them pick the pieces from my inventory. I use a system called Comment Sold. So I just put a credit on their cart, and then they can just use that credit for future pieces. But I do give them Hostess rewards for booking a party, if anyone books a party under them, so on and so forth. So I do a combination of Hostess rewards and product credit for the parties that I do. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I did take notes, but I don't want to stray. So how do you ask? So first things first, you want to ask all of your friends and family, your mom, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, your best friend, your coworkers, your neighbors, anybody that you talk to regularly. Let them know you're selling paparazzi accessories and that you would love if they hosted a party with you, if they can help you, grow your business, advertise for you, help you reach out. And then once you get your yeses, you are going to do your party, and then you want to book more parties from their guests. So for example, let's say Jane Doe says yes to me, and Jane Doe invites all of her 35, 40 friends to the party, and then I do the party. I am going to reach out to Jane Doe's friends, and I'm going to ask them to host parties. And then when Jane Doe's friends say yes, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to ask those people's friends to host parties, and then those people's friends to host parties. And you see how you're going to start expanding your network. 98% of my customers that shop for me are all women that I've met through hosting parties. None of them are my inner circle, my coworkers, no, that's a lie. Some of them are my coworkers, my friends, and my family. But the majority of them are women that I have met through hosting parties. So let's get into the nitty-gritty about what I mean as far as asking for parties, what you do, how you do it, and what a party looks like, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to message your friends and your family. You can send them a voice text or a video text. So in Messenger, there's an option to do a voice text where you can talk to them. And there's an option to do a video text where you can actually do a little 30-second video clip. You are going to do either of those. You can also do a text. I do all three. It just depends. Some people respond better to voice text. Some people respond better to actual text. And some people respond better to videos because they can see you and they can hear you. It's a little bit more personable. You're going to say something like this. Hey Sandy, I just wanted to let you know I am so excited that I just started a new business called Paparazzi Accessories. All of the jewelry is $5, and I needed your help. I wanted to ask you if you could help me out. I'm trying so hard to network my business and reach new people. I wanted to see if you'd be interested in hosting a party with me. It's super easy. It's so much fun. It doesn't take up a lot of your time. All you do is you just gather up some of your girlfriends and we party on Facebook, and it just takes up a few minutes here and there, and it doesn't disrupt your day. And in return, you get free jewelry. I'm booking for April and May. Do either of those months work better for you? Always end in a question. If you say something like, hey Sandy, I just wanted to let you know that I started Paparazzi Accessories. I'm looking for a hostess. Would you be able to host for me? Let me know. If you do that, they're not going to let you know. They're not going to write you back. But if you end with a question, which month works better for you, April or May? Most likely they're going to write you back if you end with a question. They may not still, but the chances of them writing you back are a little bit higher. Now, I always go for the 35 no challenge. So one of the things that I think is very difficult for direct sales consultants is asking people for favors. Asking people if they can do you a favor. It feels like you're asking, too much from somebody. It feels like you're, backing them into a corner. And a lot of people they find that to be very uncomfortable. I agree. It's all about the way you word it. Make it to where you're doing them a favor. Hey, I would love to bless you with some free jewelry. What do you think? Would you like some free jewelry this week? And then usually they're like, what's the catch? Nothing. It's no cost. There's no catch. You don't have to purchase anything. All you have to do is just let me have access to your friends and family. Just invite them to my live on Thursday. And if they shop for me, you get free jewelry in return. So it's not really asking them too much because it's not requiring them to buy anything from you or anything like that. So you have to get out of your mindset of you bothering people. And how I do that is I do the 35 no challenge. So what you want to do is you want to get a notebook and you want to write down all the people that you're asking. Who do you ask? Again, you want to ask all your inner circle, your friends, your family, your neighbor, your coworkers, your, mom friends, anybody that you talk to on a daily basis. Once you go through those people, the other strategy that I do is I look through Facebook. So if you watched my other training on using the Facebook algorithm to grow your network, and you're building those relationships with those people, and you're talking to them, and you're starting to have that back and forth conversation, it is now okay for you to ask them to host a party with you. You're not cold messaging them anymore. You've built a relationship. So what I do is I go through my page, my wall, and anybody who has liked my posts or commented on my posts, I will reach out to those people and I will ask them if they are interested in hosting a party with me. I write their names down on my list, all of those people, and I put yes, no, maybe. Like I'll do like a little table. I'll create a table. So name, yes, no, maybe. So I do not stop asking people until I get 35 no's. Now, what is the difference between a no and a maybe? When you are asking someone for a party, so if they say, no, not right now. Now's not a good time. I'm really busy. Not right now. So they're not telling you no. They're telling you not right now. That is a hard maybe. So what I usually say when they tell me that is, no worries. Would it be okay if I followed up with you in a couple months? 9 times out of 10, they usually say, sure. So what I do is I go over to that person's name and I write maybe, and then I'll say, like right now, we are in February. That would be April. So I would check maybe, and then I would write a note, follow up in April. So that's not a no. A no is, no thank you, but thanks for reaching out. That's a no. But not right now, or, I'm so busy, now's not a good time. Those are all maybes. Those don't count, you guys, okay? So keep asking until you get 35 no's. And people are always wondering, well, why do you want to get no's? Isn't that the whole point, is to get yeses? It is. But it's also going to lessen the blow of getting a no, because sometimes getting no can feel so shattering. Like, oh, she told me no. She's not telling you no. She's just saying no to your question. So you have to realize it's not personal. They're not saying it because they don't like you. They're just saying no to your question. So once you realize you're getting those no's, you will get yeses. And you'll be surprised how many more yeses you'll get than no's. A lot of people are so eager to help other people out. And they truly are just really busy. And they want to give you their dedication and time. And right now really isn't a good time. So you just have to maintain that consistency and follow up with people. You want to work your Facebook algorithm to increase those relationships. Get those back and forth conversations. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see my other training that I posted this morning about building those relationships on Facebook. Don't cold message people. It's standoffish, it's spammy, and if you don't want people to cold message you, then don't cold message others. What is cold messaging? Cold messaging is somebody that's on your Facebook feed that you do not know from Adam. They friended you somehow, you accepted somehow, and you have never talked to them. They have never talked to you. You guys are still 100% complete strangers. So basically it's you like walking up to some stranger at the mall and saying, hey, you want to host a party with me? And they're like, who are you? No. That's cold messaging, but virtually. But if you walked up to that same person at the mall and you're like, oh my gosh, your necklace is so pretty. Oh my God, thank you so much. I love your earrings. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And then you say bye. And then maybe you run into that person again at the park and you're like, oh my gosh, hi. I remember you. Oh, your outfit looks so great. Is this your son? Yeah, that's my son. And then you're making that conversation, right? And then you see that person again somewhere else and you're like, oh my gosh, I saw you again. Hey, now that I see you, I'm selling this jewelry called Paparazzi and I think you would really like it. Isn't that like a much better way to approach asking someone for a party when you've had conversations with them before, whereas walking up to a complete stranger and asking them to do you a favor, it's not as appealing, right? That's why building relationships through social media is the best way to ask for parties. And how you do that is creating those engaging conversations, complimenting, and all of the things I talked about in my previous training. So that is how you go for the no and asking your friends. So again, just to recap, you want to go through all of the people on your Facebook feed that are liking, commenting, and engaging in all of your posts. You want to do either a text, a voicemail, like a voice chat, or a video text, and let them know that you're blessing them with free jewelry. And there's no, there's no catch. You don't have to purchase anything. All you have to do is just invite some girlfriends and have a good time. And set it up to where you're really doing them a favor instead of them doing you a favor. You could also ask for a favor, like if it's your inner circle, like, mom, dad, uncle, auntie, cousin, they're going to be more responsive for, I need you to help me. Of course, my honey, what do you need? That's where you're going to do the favor. But like those other kind of, you have like your social circle, right? Your inner circle, that's like your family. And then it starts to branch out. And when you start branching out, you want to word your, the way you ask a little bit differently. I hope that makes sense. So once you have your parties booked, you want to have your calendar set. So you don't want to start messaging people and say, hey, you want to host a party? Yeah, sure. Awesome. What day works for you? Don't give them the option. Do not give them the option. You need to have your calendar set up. You need to have the days that you're ready to do parties. What days are you going live? Those are the days that you want to do your parties. I go live every Tuesday and Thursday, so those are the days that I host my parties. So when they say yeah, I say awesome. I have February 15th and February 19th available. Which day works better for you? Oh, let's do February 19th. Don't give them the option, because then they're going to be like, I don't know, whenever works for you is what they're going to tell you, right? So have your schedule ready to go and pencil them in, and then let them know that you're going to follow up. Awesome, I'm super excited. I'm going to follow up with you probably about 3 to 4 days before the party so we can set it up together and I can kind of coach you on how to be really successful with your parties. Host coaching is super important to successful parties. So you have your parties, you're getting a start, you have your dates. I usually book 8 parties a month. You can start with 4 parties a month, whatever is comfortable for you and your schedule. Once you have those girls on your schedule, you want to set up your group and set up your parties and set up your host coaching. So what I do is there's 2 ways to host a party. You can do a Facebook group or you can do a Facebook event. I am a very, very busy person. I have a full-time job. I am a full-time mom. It is very hard for me to remember to post in an event, and you can't schedule posts in an event, but you can schedule posts in a group. So what I do is I set up a Facebook group for my hostess, and I add them to the group, and then what I will do is I will schedule in my pre-party posts. So what I do is if my live show is on Thursday, they're going to invite all of their girlfriends to my live show on Thursday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do a pre-party in my Facebook group with just their friends and family. It gives me an opportunity to introduce myself. It gives me an opportunity to introduce Paparazzi. It gives me an opportunity to get a feel of their style so I know to pull pieces that they're going to like for my show. And it gives them an opportunity to shop before the live if they can't make the live. So again, women shop different ways. Some people like lives, some people like albums, some people like shopping on a website. You want to provide all of those avenues to those people, and you're not just shutting them into one corner and forcing them to shop with you in one way. That's going to lower your sales. So that pre-party, I give them the opportunity to shop my website. I drop album drops of all of my vintage inventory that I just can't turn. You're always going to have those pieces that you just can't sell. I always show them to my hostesses, my parties, because it's new eyes and they all have styles I have no idea. I've picked pieces from my girls in my tribe that I thought for sure they were going to love, and it was crickets. I couldn't sell those pieces. I was like, what? I thought they were going to like these. Oh man, I didn't get it right. That's okay, because I'm meeting people in my hostess parties and they all have way different styles than the girls in my tribe, and maybe they will love those earrings that I bought that my girls weren't a fan of. So I sold those to them. So you want to give them an opportunity to shop your vintage pieces that you can't turn. You want them to shop your website, your replicated website, where you get that 45% commission. And then you're going to invite them to your live, and they're going to shop with you on your live. And then adding them to your live is going to increase your viewers, increase your algorithm, and increase your sales. So it is a win-win-win. Now, I do have a Facebook host coaching mock party group where I have created a whole day-by-day schedule of what I post and when I post. If you are interested in being added to that group, just comment below or comment on my YouTube channel. Please add me, and I will be more than happy to add you to that mock party group. But I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of what I do in my group. So on day one, that would be, so I'm going to go for my Thursday party. So on Monday, I message my party hostess, and I say, hey, you ready to set up your party? I'm super excited. And they're like, yeah, sure, just tell me what to do. So that's when host coaching comes into account. Very super important. So you're going to message your host once a day. I usually do it first thing in the morning, and you're going to coach them on what to do. So on day one, I coach them on how to invite. So basically what I tell them is, you want to invite everybody that you can think of. I use the Frank's system: friends, relatives, associates, coworkers, neighbors, kids' friends, and anybody that, like your spouse's friends. So that's the people that I think of. I tell them to invite at least 50 people, because not everybody's going to show up and not everybody's going to participate. So if you invite 50 people, then the chances of 10 to 15 actually participating and joining will be a little bit higher. You don't want them to just blind add people into the group, where they just go to their friends group and they just click add, and then they didn't even tell them anything about it. That's not going to work. So what you're going to have them do is they have to individually message their guests and tell them that they're having a party. I basically tell my hostesses it's no different than having an actual party at your house. If you're having a birthday party for your son, and you don't tell anybody you don't tell anybody to come, is anybody going to come? No, they're not. You have to send out invitations. You have to let them know. You have to be excited about this party. So I do the same thing for their hostess parties. I send them an invitation, and it's basically like, a generic invitation. I let them custom make it if they like. And basically what they'll do is they'll copy and paste it into their friend's, messenger. And then I always make sure they add their name, so it sounds personable and it doesn't sound like a generic cut and paste message. I also send them a graphic that says, you're invited to a paparazzi party, and it looks so cute and fancy. So I basically tell them they need to send that message individually to 50 people. It's almost the same as mailing out invitations in the mail or emailing them, okay? Then once the friends say, yeah, sure, I'd love to go to the party, then they can add them to the group. Once they have gave them context and told them exactly what's happening and they have an idea of what's going on, then they'll be allowed to go ahead and click add, and join them to the group. So that's the most important thing about hosting parties, is that invite. Don't blind add. Otherwise, they're going to ignore it. It's going to be marked as spam to them, and it's not going to be a good party. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want them to be involved in the group. You want them to interact. So when the people join, I always tell them to post a welcome post into the party group. And it's the same thing as welcoming guests at the door when they're coming into your house for a party. You're going to welcome them at the door when they join your Facebook group. And I also give them a hostess graphic to use for that as well. One of the posts that I also do is like a getting to know your post, like how do you know the host? And they'll be like, oh, I know her, we went to school together years ago, or oh, we worked together, at XYZ. And I encourage the host to have conversations with her friends. That's the same thing as making small talk in your house. You're walking around and you're mingling with your party guests, and you're making small talk. That's the same thing as having conversations in a Facebook group. So those are the things that you want your hostess to do, and that also boosts the algorithm within that party group, and it helps the party guests get more notifications when they're actively involved in that party group. So that's kind of the host coaching part. I also have a host coaching, mock party host coaching Google chat that I can ask you, messenger chat that I can add you all into. If you are interested, just comment, add me to Messenger, and I can show you that. I have it all broken down by days of what I tell my hostesses every day. So the party layout, let's talk about that. So day one is all about notifications and setup. So what I do is I teach them how to turn the notifications on the group so it gets all the notifications and Facebook doesn't filter it out. I teach them how to shop. I use comment sold, so I teach them how to register on my shopping system. And then I also introduce myself that day. So I introduce who I am, my background, where I come from, and how long I've been with Paparazzi Accessories. That's day one. That's typically my Monday. On Tuesday, I do it's like a get to know you day. So I usually post like, how do you know the hostess? I do this or that. Like I post a bunch of jewelry and I say, which one do you prefer, this or that? And it gives me an idea of what they like. I want to know how familiar they are with paparazzi, so I post like a how familiar are you with paparazzi, from A to what's paparazzi to D, oh my god, I'm obsessed with paparazzi. So I kind of get an idea of their familiarity with the company. I do like a what's your favorite metal post? Do you like silver? Do you like gold? Are you a gunmetal person? Are you a brass person? So it's basically getting to know their style and getting to know their familiarity with the company. That's day two. I usually do a game on day two, which is like a guess how much jewelry is in my bowl. I just put a bunch of jewelry in a glass bowl, and I did how much jewelry is in this bowl. The person who guesses the closest gets a free piece. So I usually post that in the evening. That's day two, and that's also the algorithm. The more comments that are flowing within that group, the more Facebook's going to show that group to those people. Day three is going to be that Wednesday. I kind of talk a little bit about Paparazzi Accessories and I show my website. So I created a teaser trailer of Paparazzi, which I can share with you as well. It's on my YouTube channel actually, if you want to look for it. It's called Paparazzi Teaser or something like that. But I post that and it's just basically like a trailer and it just showcases a bunch of jewelry. It's like a teaser trailer. So I post that. I post my website, and what I do is I have them go in my website and I have them screenshot 3 pieces of jewelry that they love and post it in the comments, and then I put them into a drawing to win a free piece of jewelry. When they screenshot pieces, not only is it getting them browsing my website, but it gives me a better opportunity, a better idea of what their style is and what they like, so I know what to pull and prepare for my live show that on Thursday. So that's day 3. And then day 4 is party day. So that's party day. My lives are always at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So throughout the day, I post how to shop with me. So all of my, policies and procedures, my shipping, how they pay, how they check out, how they register. I post all that. I do early bird shopping. So those are my vintage. So all of those vintage pieces that I just can't turn. I've showed it 1,000,001 times and my girls are like, stop showing that piece, Val, we don't like it. I post those pieces in that party group, and then they gives them an opportunity to purchase those pieces. It turns my inventory, so I get those pieces out of my inventory and I can rebuy more pieces. So that's my early bird album, is all of my vintage pieces that I need to push out the door. So I let them shop those pieces. I usually do an early bird sets. So all of those vintage pieces, I try to make sets out of them. Upselling, always selling sets. Always, always, always selling sets. Always upsell for that $20 instead of $5, right? 4 pieces. Do you want to sell 4 pieces or 1 piece? Make sets. Tip of the day. So that's my other early bird album, is a sets album drop, so they can shop those sets as well. And then I usually do a sneak peek teaser of what's in my live. So I'll post 2 of my super hot pieces that are in my live, and then I post it in there and I say comment RSVP to get entered into winning free jewelry. And that way I know who's going, I get an idea of who's participating, and I put those names into my drawing at the end of my live. And then what I do is I go live on my business page, and that's my live for all of my girls. It's my regular live. I don't do any special lives for my hostess parties. They come to my live. And the reason why I want them to come to my live is because I want my live numbers to go up. I want my algorithm to go up, and it's going to pull in more people. So how it works is It's if they have to claim. So my girls that are shopping, those pieces don't go towards her party guests. So it's up to you, depending on how much inventory you have. If you don't have a lot of inventory, then you can do, for every 10 pieces that are sold in this live from anybody, my hostess is going to get a free piece of jewelry. I would do it that way if your inventory is still very small. You don't want your party guests to be fighting with your VIP girls for pieces of jewelry that you only have 1 or 2 of, right? So you're going to start getting more people when you're hosting parties, which is going to give you the opportunity to increase your inventory. When I first started doing parties, I only had 1 or 2 pieces, and they were fighting over my pieces, and I was like, oh, because I was only used to 5 or 6 people being on my live, and all of a sudden I have 15 people on my live, and I'm like, oh, I don't have enough jewelry for 15 people. So I had to change it to where anybody who shops that live, my hostess will get free jewelry, because she was getting sad. She's like, well, my girls are trying to buy, but they're not able to because they're already sold out. And so I had to do it that way for a while. Now my inventory, I have enough of it to where my girls can buy and these girls can buy, and I still have enough. So now whatever my party guest girls buy, those pieces go towards her party, not my girls over here. Those don't count. So again, wherever you are in your business with as far as your inventory goes, you make that decision of how your hostess gets hostess rewards. So that's my live show. And then what I do the day after, so Friday morning, I will drop an album of all the pieces that are still available that I showed in my live the night before. So I do an album recap. A lot of people do speed recap lives. You can do that too. I just do an album recap because it pushes it out to other people. So not everybody likes to watch lives. People like to shop pictures. So I do my live, and then you could do a speed live album or a speed live recap immediately after, and then still do an album drop the next day. I just don't have time to do all 3. So I do an album drop recap first thing in the morning for all the girls who were not able to watch the live but still want to support her hostess. They have an opportunity to shop my recap album. So that's a lot of opportunities for them to shop. We just did pre-claim vintage drops. They shopped my website. They shopped sets. They shopped my live. And then they shopped my recap album drop the very next day. That's 5 different ways I push jewelry at them. And it works. It works. I have only had 1 party that didn't have 0 sales. And I've been doing this for 2 years. 1. It works. So, and again, you are messaging your hostess every single morning, telling them what we're doing. Today is going to be all about getting to know you. Make sure you engage in conversations. Today we're talking about paparazzi. Make sure you post a selfie of you wearing your jewelry. Today is shopping day. Make sure you tag your friends in my shopping post so they see it. Today is going to be book a party with me. See if you can reach out to your friends and see if they are interested in hosting a party. And that's what I do Friday. So on Friday, I post my recap album drop. I post who wants to be my next hostess. So I usually post how much my hostess has earned. Sarah has earned 5 pieces of jewelry. How easy was that? Who wants free jewelry? Who wants to be my next hostess? I'm booking for March and April, and check this out. For every party that gets booked under Sarah, Sarah will get another free piece of jewelry. Isn't that so awesome? So that's another thing I do. And then I also post the opportunity. So I post the opportunity about paparazzi and how paparazzi has saved my life and how it can save their lives. That's my Friday. And then at the very end, I usually do a wrap up. Like I close the party out. Thank you so much for shopping with me. And with my closeout, I invite them to join my VIP group. I invite them to like and follow my business page. I invite them to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to subscribe for my text notifications. And I usually do like a giveaway for a prize. If they join everything and they comment done, they get a free piece of jewelry for doing that. So that's just in the party group. Another thing that I do is I friend request every single person that joins the group. So of course your hostess is probably going to invite 50 people and only 15 people join the group. I only friend request the 15 people that joined the group. So I send them a friend request, and then I individually message them. And I say, hey, Sarah, thank you so much for joining Christina's party. I'm super excited to get to know you, and let me know if you have any questions. So I usually do a welcome, individual message, and then that way they kind of say, oh, thank you so much, appreciate it, because sometimes they may not still even see it, even though Sarah or, Christina or whatever messaged them. They still might have been like, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, wait, who's this person? Oh, she's so nice. Nice to meet you. And then maybe they'll be more intrigued to actually go check the party out. So you always want to private message all your party guests and introduce yourself and friend request them. The other thing you want to do is personally check out with each customer. So once you invoice them and they pay their invoice, you want to send them a message and you want to say, thank you so much, Sandra, for shopping with me. You are going to love your pieces. I'm super excited that you were able to get some super gorgeous pieces for my stock. Do you have any questions? And then I usually end with that. And then usually they'll write back and they'll say, thank you so much. I enjoyed myself. No questions for right now. Then I'll respond back and I'll say, awesome. Well, I would love to give you the opportunity to earn free jewelry just like Sarah did. How would you feel about getting some girlfriends together and having a live and getting some free jewelry next Thursday? Or, I'm booking in April. I have April 15th or April 30th. Do either of those dates work for you? And usually they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, that sounds great. Let's do April 30th. Awesome. I'll get you penciled in. That's how I book my other parties, by the way. If they say no, you know what? No thanks. I did enjoy shopping though. You did? Well, that's great. I would love for you to join my VIP group. And I get new pieces every week. It's not like a catalog thing. There's new stuff coming in even tomorrow. And usually they're like, really? You're getting new stuff? Yeah. Join my VIP group. So if they say no to hosting a party, I send them the link to my VIP group and I say, well, hey, that's totally fine. Keep shopping with me. And then usually they join. If they say yes to hosting a party, I still send them the link to my VIP group. I'm like, sweet. I'm so excited. I'll reach out to you 5 days before. We'll get it all set up. In the meantime, join my VIP group. I get new pieces every week. I would love to keep shopping with you or have you keep shopping with me. Always, always personally send out your VIP group so you get those new customers. That's how you network your business. So that is really it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, if you're watching the replay, feel free to put them in the comments and I can answer any questions you have. If you're watching it on YouTube, feel free to put it in the comments. I can answer any questions. And yeah, again, that is how I have grown my business. I still go live. I still, do share giveaways. I do all of that. But when you have hostess parties, you are guaranteed new customers every week. Whereas doing share giveaways and pushing the live button and hoping that people are going to join, you may get new people, you may not. It's kind of a gamble. Whereas hostess parties is you're certain to get new people. So I hope that was helpful in you guys, expanding your paparazzi journey and helping you get more customers and advertising and putting yourself out there. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be posting more videos on how to manage paparazzi accessories. And again, if you have not joined Paparazzi Accessories, but you've been kind of researching a little bit and you happen to stumble upon my videos, I would love to talk to you more about the opportunity with Paparazzi Accessories. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.